And swap. Hello and welcome everybody to another edition back from our little mini vacation. Woo!
Yay!
Everybody liked a little mini vacation. It's wrong. It was a bad choice. We shouldn't have done it. We should have just played. But it was nice having a restful holiday. So
we've all preemptively rolled new characters because we all know.
I want to be a chicken.
Yeah, I am now permanently a female gnome.
Tonight's episode is brought to you by the Grim Reaper, here to collect the corpses of what's left over. No, you guys will be fine. You'll be fine. But in that, let's get started and see what happens. When we left our party off a couple weeks ago, they were working through the trials of the hunt and slowly going through various areas when they ran into a valley filled with raptors. They fought through that to come face to face with an elemental creature of great power in the last room here when Blaylock took a pistol and fired it into the air, triggering a avalanche of sorts. Rocks begin to fall, and the sound of rushing rocks comes closer as the canyon begins collapsing. And that is where we're going to start tonight.
Guys, I don't think I should have did that.
I believe that's a true statement.
Yes, we should make haste. And
I'm going to ask that you all roll initiative.
Get out of here.
Oh no. Fuck you dice.
19 for Blaylock. No,
23 for Blaylock.
What was that, Zoromir?
23.
Okay, Scar?
So,
Natural 20, total 28.
I'm rocking tonight, boys. I got a whopping 9.
Hey, Chris.
Yep.
You turn that down just a little bit.
I was getting to that.
I was gonna say I can't even hear you guys.
And I can't even hear it.
How's that?
A little bit loud for me, at least.
How's that? That should be better.
There we
That's
go.
fine.
Yep.
All right. Scar. You hear the rocks falling.
I'm running towards that path that I saw.
Okay.
We'll be right behind him.
All right. Are you dashing or?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your movement?
Since this is a new initiative, 45. So 90.
You guys just Scar bolts. Zoromir, you're next.
I'm just gonna take off after him.
Okay. Your movement is
25.
and I'd imagine you're dashing also.
Yes, I am.
Okay. All right. With that, as Zoromir bolts off and Scar bolts off, Blaylock and Namora, you're turning, you're seeing this. It's all like happening in slow motion. The avalanche of stone begins moving as the cavern's collapsing, or the canyon's collapsing. Blaylock, you're up.
I'm gonna hold my turn until after Nemoria.
Okay. All right, Nemoria,
I'm gonna run after him.
what's your movement?
30.
Blaylock,
Ring of jumping, as far as I can go.
which is your
Jump.
movement, right?
3 times my movement.
Okay. What's 3 times your movement?
90.
Okay. I would say you could get here because you're not gonna be able to round the corner.
Perfect.
Okay. 1 second. All right. Scar, you're next.
Okay. I'm going 60. Or I take that back. 35 feet, so 70 feet.
Okay. Zormir,
Touching my side, I am going to keep on running after. Trying to keep up.
okay. Blaylock,
Holding for Nemoria.
okay. Nemoria,
Right behind him at 30.
you're dashing, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm assuming everyone. Blaylock.
Has the avalanche moved yet?
Yes. Actually, it should have happened beforehand.
Whew,
Oof.
that's really close. All right. If I hit the front of it with a thunder wave, am I going to get hit by it?
You have to see.
Okay, I'm gonna use thunder wave. I'm gonna get as close to that proximity as I can to try and blow it away, as much debris as I can, the opposite direction, and then I'm gonna turn around and bolt as far as I can go.
Okay, so you want to move within range to. Okay.
Thunder wave. That's in an area, right? Not for me.
Area around you, I believe.
Sweeps around me. No, disregard, I guess.
Okay.
Unless I already declared it, and then I'm just up a creek. Yep, run.
Okay. Run. Okay, your movement's 30.
Yeah, I just want to go 30.
Okay. All right. Scar, you're up.
Another 70.
Okay. Zormir.
I am gonna keep trying to run as fast as my little legs will let me run, coming after them.
All right. Wall moves. Blaylock, you're up.
Holding. I want to be last. Nope. Am I there?
Oh,
Perfect. Yeah. It's time. Thunder wave and then run.
Okay. I'll cast it. What it's got to do?
Yep. So I need. What am I? Am I attacking the wall of rocks?
Attacking a wall of stone. That's these stones that are
stone.
collapsing down.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's there's not even a to hit on there. And part of the effect is to blow everything that's not secured back 10 feet.
Okay.
Okay, and then bolt.
All right, so as a small crater of stone begins flying backwards and bursting into the air and crushing, but the walls of the cavern just continue to keep falling. You're running forward?
Yep. Can we? All right.
How far?
Yep. Running forward. 30.
All right, Nemoria.
I'm gonna dash forward 60.
Zoramir, you just hear clink, 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 clink as Nemoria's just like looking behind her a little bit and just running, just giving it all she's got. All right, Scar.
70.
Okay. Zoramir.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep running. Am I moving really that slow?
5.
Yeah, you're
Well, you do have little legs.
little. As Nemoria, you see just and like sweat is pouring down his face, and he's panting heavily, and his legs, you've never seen his legs move that fast before, ever. As it moves forward. Blaylock, you start getting pelted with stone. Ka-thunk, 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 ka-thunk. You need to make a dexterity saving throw.
17.
17? Okay. You're able to dodge out of the way of the rocks. It is your turn this time. The world is collapsing around you. It's getting hard to see and hard to walk.
I'm going to jump again.
Okay.
90 feet. And then turn back around and look.
Okay. I'm going to say make an acrobatics check to see if you're hit by stone as you jump out of it because it's collapsing around you.
Yep. Nothing like an acrobatic minotaur. 14.
That's right.
Okay. So you're hit by 4 points of damage as you leap forward and land on the other side. Okay, Nemoria, you're up.
I'm running. Plugging along at 30.
Why are you not going full speed?
Oh, I can do that. I can do that multiple times every round.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what
You
that's
can
what I've been
dash in
doing.
place of an action. Yep.
Okay, so yeah, it'd be 60 feet then.
Yeah, you've been dashing each time. He's been doing
Okay.
more than 30. All right, Scar, you're up.
70.
Thank you.
Scar's up front, like, I'm good. Zoramir.
I should be able to dash twice as well, right? Action and bonus action. So
No, you
Yes.
can only do once.
really,
I believe so.
because it says I can dash as an action, and then I have my
Mm-hmm.
bonus
50
action
feet.
of cunning action, which is a dash as well.
Okay, we'll say yeah, because I don't know.
So 50 feet.
I'm not sure if it's something that can only be done once a round.
Okay.
Scar, any ruling on that?
I don't know. I think if you're using it as an action, can't, because I have the same thing. I could go on all fours and use it as a bonus action, but if I'm already
Yeah.
using it, I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like it's like an attack action. But so
Just the wall of rock.
so we'll say one dash. And I'll get some.
As I'm running, I'm gonna start yelling, "Somebody pick me up! I can't keep up!"
As again, Nemoria and Blaylock. Zoromir, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no. Okay. 17.
Okay. You're able to push forward. Your muscles are burning.
A big head and tiny legs.
As it continues coming toward you, Blaylock, you're up.
That count as a creature?
No.
I was thinking about using my fan. All right.
Just run, bro. Just run.
Yeah, I'm running. 60. I can't. Well, I'm just gonna do 60.
It shouldn't be able to turn a corner.
Well, we don't know. Can I do 30 and then jump? No, never mind. I already said 60. Go. Done.
Okay. All right.
But yes, technically you should be able to do that because you're using an action to use the jump. So you should be able to move your full speed and then whatever the triple speed is for your jump.
Yep.
I was thinking it used what movement you had left.
Well, it's a
Yeah, I actually used that
charge,
improperly. I
isn't
could
it?
have done 120.
Isn't it a charge?
It's no, it's not
no.
a charge.
I can. Yeah.
Ring.
It's like
Okay.
It's up to 3 times your movement speed. So I would think if you moved 5 feet, you'd have 25 left, so you could go whatever. I'll look it up as we go. Nemoria.
I'm running as fast as I can. Can I grab Zoromir by the collar and drag him along with me?
Make a strength check. We'll say athletics.
Athletics.
Yep.
You sucker. 6.
You reach out for him as you run by, and he's so wet with sweat, your hand slips off of him, and you're just like, I'm just going.
I tried, buddy. I'll see you on the other side.
And
I'm gonna die.
you run up right behind Blaylock because it's a tight cavern there.
Okay.
All right, Scar, you're up.
All right. At this point, I think I'll just do my normal speed.
Okay.
35.
Okay, you kind of slow down a little bit, panting, but still good. Zoromir.
Same old, trying to run. Sweating, panicking, looking over my back as the avalanche comes.
You can get just 25 on normal movement speed there, and you see Nemoria up in front of you. It's too tight to move past. Blaylock, you're up.
I'm gonna run to the end and then jump.
Second.
Yep, run to the end, then jump. Whatever the DM allows that I can move.
Yeah. Just let me take a look real quick.
Actually, if I can I just go to the end of the tunnel and then just around the corner?
So yeah, it looks like it's up to your remaining movement speed. Is
Okay.
generally the classification on the jump spell. So-
It's based off the rules of jumping, so whatever
Yeah.
that means. Because all that is just your jump distance.
So if you move 10 feet, you can then jump 3 times whatever remaining you have left.
Ah. Okay. So if I run to the end, how much is left?
5 feet. So you could go 15 feet from here.
All right, do it.
All right. Nemoria.
I'm gonna dash. So I tell Zormir to keep up.
Okay.
Come on, Zormir, let's go.
All right. Scar, you're up.
35.
Zormir.
Keep on charging.
That's where you get with 25. Are you wanting to dash forward?
Can I?
You can if you'd like.
All right. Yeah. Do it.
Right.
It's the trap.
Make a
I thought we
constitution.
had ruled that I couldn't.
Make a constitution saving throw. You can get.
Oh,
ready
is that the catch?
Yeah.
I missed that. Okay. 14.
Okay. Your sweat's pouring out of you, and you can't even talk, really. You're out of breath as your body slams into the back of Nemoria as you're running forward.
Are you okay, buddy?
Start to collapse a little bit.
I'm gonna reach down and grab hold of him.
All right.
Kind of help him up a little bit.
We'll see. Okay, so you getting back up on his feet. Blaylock, you're up.
I'm gonna run around the corner. So I wanna pop out of there and then right there. Beautiful.
Okay, and that's where you want to stay?
That's where I want to stay.
Okay, Nemoria, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna try to grab a hold of Zormir and help him along again.
Okay, just do a straight strength check.
That'd be the saving throw, right?
No, just whatever your roll the dice and add or subtract your strength modifier.
You would. 9.
9. You're
Nine.
so exhausted from running, trying to pick him up, just isn't happening.
Of course. I tried, buddy. I'll see you on the other side. So I'm gonna go ahead and run 30 feet.
All right.
Sure.
Yep, that's because action trying to grab a hold of him and help him out.
Yeah.
Scar.
All right, another 35. Run, you fools.
Zormir.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep running.
Blaylock, can you pick him up?
All right, so that puts
Well-
you right there at 25.
Oh,
Do you want to dash?
did I take any damage or anything from my previous one?
No, no damage.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
no, I'm gonna hold off right now.
You're not gonna dash?
No, I'm afraid what's gonna happen.
Okay.
I'm on the ragged edge of life right now.
As you hear the stones falling behind you. Blaylock.
Yep. Can I pick him up and use the ring of jumping?
I would say your movement speed would be halved.
Okay. I'll take it. I'm gonna pick him up.
All right, strength check.
$13.
Okay. So you pick him up.
Yep. And then jump the 45.
Okay. All right, Nemoria.
Oh,
more.
Zormir, reach into my bag and find my fan. And that's it.
I'm on dash 60.
I did say Zormir, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
All right. Scar.
All right. I'm gonna go 70 this time.
Okay. As
Are
you're
we going into darkness now?
Yep.
Oh no.
As you head out of that, you hear.
Son of a
You brought it.
bitch.
The avalanche is gonna take them out.
And Blaylock, you kind of glance over your shoulder and you see these things coming out of their cave, rushing forward. Zormir, what are you doing?
I'm gonna search, trying to shuffle through his backpack. What fan? What do you want me to get? What's it look like?
I would say roll an investigation with disadvantage.
I'm a very organized Minotaur. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but he doesn't know your backpack.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Oh wait, but that was disadvantage. Never mind.
Yep.
So 21.
21. Still.
Oh, shucks.
All right, you reach in and find this fan.
I reached around in front of him. Is this what you want?
Yeah. Point it behind you.
Okay, you gotta wait for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I do anything else?
Nope. Not unless you want to hop down and run.
Nope.
All right. You hear just the sounds of rocks slamming into meat as the raptors are just being obliterated by the collapsing canyon. Right behind you. Blaylock, you're up.
Moria already went.
You're before Nemoria.
Oh, I'm gonna hold until Nemoria goes.
Okay, Nemoria.
I'm dashing, baby.
No. Excuse me.
I didn't hear you, Blaylock.
There's something in my throat.
Make a Constitution saving throw, Nemoria.
Well,
All right, you're breaking out in sweat. It's bad. Your muscles are just on fire. They're burning. But you endurance push forward. Blaylock.
I go straight forward. I take an attack of opportunity.
Straight forward.
Yeah, if I go forward, even
Oh.
if I'm jumping.
Nemoria does take an attack of opportunity, so remind you that. And it misses as you feel the wind from the claw
jeez.
go by you. If you pass by it, you will get an attack of opportunity.
All right, I wanna move down 5 and then just kind of
Hold on.
towards.
Technically, you won't because it just used its reaction to
Oh,
go
yeah.
after Nemoria.
I stand corrected. Yes, it doesn't have a reaction.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm, even not knowing that,
Thanks,
I
Mike.
want to go down 1 towards like the middle there. So
Okay.
I want to try and keep distance there, and then diagonal or whatever the case may be, and then just jump as far as I can go. Am I at half speed?
You are. So
Yep. So that's what, 45 or 40?
so you moved. You have 15 movement. You moved 5, 10. So you got 30 more you can go.
Yep. Do it.
As
Now
you-
you yell back at Zoramir, point the fan behind us. That's it.
All right, Scar, you are up.
All right. I am going into uncharted territory for myself now.
Okay.
So I will run my first 70.
Okay. All right. That it?
That's all I got.
All right. Zormir, what are you doing?
How do I start this thing? I'm gonna try and start the fan up.
Okay. That is a 5 feet thing of wind.
A 10-foot behind. It's like a 10-foot, like in a column behind him.
Okay. So you flick it open and just give it a swish, and behind you, rocks start slamming back. You see them hitting some of the raptors. They start bouncing everywhere as the cavern continues to collapse.
Watching onto this thing for dear life.
All right. As it continues to fall in, you see the rocks falling into the stream of air, and they just whip backwards, but it's still completely collapsing. Blaylock, you're up.
So I'm gonna try and move up as far as I can. And now, is the passageway unclear once I can get into that narrow hallway there?
What do you mean is unclear?
Can I not see? I mean, is it? I can't see through there, correct? Am I
Yeah,
looking
you
at,
start
like, a
getting
dark
into
chasm?
a cave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I flip down my goggles that I've had so I can at least have the 5-foot radius?
If you want.
I want to do that. Move up as far as I can,
That
and then
is.
flip down the goggles. I can't even see myself.
Unless you're jumping, that's as far as you can get.
I'll jump. Yeah.
Okay. So 15, 30, 45. All right, Nemoria.
I'm going to go ahead and dash. Now the dashing's an action, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, make a Constitution saving throw.
First. 12.
Ugh, just made it. You extremely exhausted. Continue pushing forward. Scar, you're up.
All right. I guess I'm continue to go straight 70.
Zormir.
I'm clutching under the fan, trying not to let it go.
All right. Blaylock, you're up.
Up 5, dart 30, or jump 30.
And I need to make you to make a Constitution saving throw.
$19.
Okay. Your fur is just wet with the sweat, and the fire burns in your thin, gaunt muscle structure. Nemoria.
Yeah, still running, baby.
You gonna dash?
I'm gonna have to roll Constitution again, aren't I? Nah, I'm just gonna go 30. Just gonna go regular.
Okay. All right, Scar.
Straight out 70.
Zoramir.
How long does this fan last?
It's
1 minute.
back. Yeah, it's back behind you though.
Oh, we put it down.
Yeah.
No, you don't put it down.
Oh, you don't put it down?
No, he's just like holding it, and it's like shooting air out.
Remember that when
It's
you
like-
need to, when you want to attack while you're holding it. But anyways,
It's just like
I'm gonna kind of scavenge in my bag for some of the rancid meat that's in my bag, thinking I'm helping. I'm like, Blaylock, you need some food for energy. And I'm gonna reach it around.
all right. Here we go. All right, Blaylock, you're up.
all right. How far can I go? I'm just gonna. I want to jump, and I want to go as far as I can.
Okay, 45.
Yep.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Lots of jumping. 13.
Okay. Nemoria,
I'm dashing around the corner.
you're gonna dash. Okay.
Most I can do is die
Okay.
or get ran over by rocks.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
– 17.
Okay. Scar.
All right, I will slow my pace down again to 30. 35, I mean.
Okay. Zoramir.
Kind of insulted that Blaylock didn't take my offer of food. I'm just gonna kind of huff and still hang on to the back of him.
All right. Blaylock.
After I get done biting Zoramir's hand, I'm going to jump as far as I can again.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Good night. 17.
Okay. Nemoria.
I'm just going to just walk my 30. Run my 30. I'm not going to dash.
Okay. Scar.
35 again.
And I was wrong. You, this is still the cavern, by the way. Scar, you just entered into the cave,
Okay.
so it's dark now. The light's coming from behind you. Zoramir.
Same old. Gonna keep clutching.
Okay.
Blaylock, let's go. Run faster.
We get any kind of advantage because I have a jet behind me of air?
No,
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
no, it's behind you. It's not focused.
You have disadvantage against stumbling.
Else, if you used it normally, you would have to secure yourself against a wall and then. Careful what you ask for.
Yeah.
All right,
Um,
Blaylock, you're up.
I'm gonna have to dash. So go to the 30. So I want to get around the corner if I can. There we go.
All right, make a Constitution saving throw.
9.
You have 1 rank of exhaustion.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Nemoria.
I'm just gonna go my 30.
All right, Scar.
35.
Zormir.
I'm gonna start digging my heels in Blaylock, almost like he's a horse. Let's go!
Okay. Blaylock.
Jump 45.
So your speed is now halved.
No, that's next one. Next level.
Oh yeah.
I'm at
yeah.
disadvantage of an ability checks.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Is this an ability check?
No, it's a saving throw.
Is this at disadvantage?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Whew. 8.
Now you're at rank 2 of exhaustion.
There you go. Speed halved. Congratulations.
That's not what I'm not
Sure.
hoping for anything. Nemoria.
I'm gonna turn the corner at 30.
All right, Scar.
What am I looking at? All right, 35.
We're just charging off without a care in the world.
I don't know you people.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he don't know you. Zormir.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, I forgot. That's why he's just running out and falls to the wall.
He doesn't care. Is there anything I can do to inspire Blaylock to run further?
You ain't no bard.
You ain't no
Yeah.
bard,
Yeah.
but if you can come up with something, I'll allow it. If you inspire me with what you say to Blaylock.
Oh crap! I think I'm gonna need another turn for that. So I want to keep clutching on and
Okay.
yelling at him.
All right. Blaylock.
About to boot this midget off of me. Bit of jump.
Okay, so let's see, it'd be at 8, so 20.
26. And then I'm gonna yell at Zormir. Get off now. That's it.
Okay. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Come on, buddy.
What was that?
17.
Okay. Nemoria, your turn.
Where am I at? I can't see it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and gonna go out about 10 and then just start running diagonal towards the cave. My equivalent of my 30.
15, 25. Okay. All right, Scar.
All right, since I don't know the path now.
Oh yeah.
Move the map over so I can see
Yep. Sorry.
real quick. All right. This turn I'm still good, so 35. I'm gonna roll a D8. 1 through 4, I go straight.
Okay.
5 through
That's
8.
what I was going to suggest. So we'll do
Yeah.
that next turn. All right, Zoromir.
Blaylock, we can't end up like Grovile. If we die to the stone, his memory will be lost for nothing. We need to push forward. Keep running. Keep running. If we get out of this, we can have as many muffins. Think about the muffins, Blaylock.
Okay. I'll, I'll let Blaylock have stumbled forward 5 feet.
They were cupcakes, damn you.
All right, Blaylock.
I can't see where I am at, so I'm just gonna
Hold
run
on.
or
hold
jump as far as I can.
No, he's blind. Or no, he's not. Not yet.
Not yet.
Well, I'm not that I'm blind. I just, yeah, there we go. Jump.
All right.
I should have saved my Thunderwave to get the Munchkin off of me.
All right, Nemoria.
Hey, you still know who I am.
I'm running towards the mouth of that cave.
Okay. 10, 15, 25, 30. Okay. Scar.
Four, I go straight. 35.
Through the air, you smell the drakes that are in there, and something in your mind is just like, yeah, probably shouldn't go down that way. So you, Zoromir.
Do I? I'm gonna try and offer some more food to Blaylock to try and get him to.
What would Zoromir do?
I love it.
I think I'm being helpful. Come on, buddy, you can do this.
So Blaylock, while he's holding onto the back of you, your body is breaking down. This is worse than things that you've done in your past. Everything's breaking down, and all of a sudden you smell this rancid black meat, and it's hanging in front of you like a carrot on a stick, and you just see out the right side of your face this halfling head shows up and turns toward you. Come on, buddy, come on, you can do it, just like a dog. And it just, the smell turns your stomach.
I'm gonna keep going and be like, get that out of here.
All right.
And as far as I can go, jump.
Well, the
Oh,
collapse
okay.
just overtook you a bit again. Both of you make a dexterity saving throw.
That one.
Oh, that's the wrong dice. 26.
Okay.
You got a nat one?
Um, The deck doesn't have saving throws in it, does it?
No, it's just for attacks.
Okay. And what was yours, Zoromir?
26.
As Blaylock is hit with a stone from behind, poof, he trips and falls prone. Taking 4 points of bludgeoning damage as rocks start pelting him.
No.
And Zormir, you are thrown 10 feet forward
Oh no.
off of his shoulders, and you're prone.
What a way to go.
Oh no.
What a way to go. Yep, exactly.
All right,
This is gonna be a short session today, guys.
Scar.
35.
Okay, just to show you where you are at, you're right here, coming up on another turn.
Okay.
Zormir, your turn.
Can I stand up?
Yep, that's half your movement.
Okay. And then can I try and pull Blaylock?
You want to go back and grab a hold of him?
Yeah.
Reassurance.
You can do whatever you want. You tell me.
Well, the way you said that makes me think I'm gonna die.
Remember how many hit points you got.
So, is
Remember,
this just
I
a,
just took 4 points of damage from being hit by a rock.
is this a moving front and everything in the wake is still, or is it like?
Yeah, it's filled up with stone.
Can I even see him right now? Then
4
It-
points of damage.
It's hard.
Per
It's
rock.
getting harder to see him as it moves forward, and it's coming forward
Zormir,
quickly.
just run.
Sorry, Blaylock.
I understand you want
help
to save him. Just run.
I'm just gonna keep running. Shit.
Okay, 15. Do you want to use your dash action?
Yes. Constitution.
Constitution saving throw. Yep.
12.
Okay. That's 1 rank of exhaustion.
Oh no.
Nemoria, make a dexterity saving throw.
I haven't done anything yet. You're already throwing me down. $14.
Okay. Take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm down.
Okay.
As I'm falling, I'm just yelling to him, "Run! Run, you freaking halfling!"
Blaylock. It's your turn.
Am I buried?
Not completely.
All right, I'm gonna scratch. How does this work with prone being buried?
You just stand up.
Okay, I'm gonna stand up, and then I'm gonna try and just hop and like scramble my way down as the rocks are coming down around me.
You can use your jump. Or-
Certainly. I gotta get every edge I can.
Okay.
Look, I got 10 feet. Look at that.
All right. Nemoria. The rocks begin. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Wait,
10.
you said you're down, right?
Yeah. I'm at 0.
Oh, okay. That was 1 success. Scar.
All right. We'll do it again. 1 to 4, I'll take a turn. 5 to 8, I'll go straight. 4, so I take the turn. 35.
You're right there looking down that hallway. All right, Zormir.
I am going to run and dash.
Well, hold on just a second. Can I see the entrance from that?
I would say there'd be a little bit of light coming down from that way.
Okay.
So I'd say you could run out from there.
All right. I'll do that. I was trying to make it fair, but it's like I can't remember since I'm not looking at it. I thought that the cave entrance we walked through was up there.
Yeah, it is. Oh, I didn't show you. I was moving my screen. So yeah, you can see it's right here.
Okay.
So yeah,
Then
you'd be
yeah,
able
I'll
to see
go
light.
straight.
All right, Zormir, make a Constitution saving throw.
16.
16. Okay. You make it. Blaylock. Okay, so Zormir, right behind you. And then nothing but silence.
Oh, thank God.
As you hear stones continuing to fall through there. But where you're currently at, it has stopped. Blaylock, your turn. Some stones are still collapsing on you.
I'm gonna keep scrambling. I'm scrambling to get down.
Okay.
I don't know what's ahead of me, so all I have is just like the 5-foot radius in front of me.
Okay, 1 second.
Awful. What are you doing?
What is this music?
Funeral, baby.
Okay, so you're jumping forward.
Yeah, I'm jumping forward, trying to get as far. I like I said, I don't know where the where anything is up from down right now, other than the rocks are falling behind me.
Okay, make a dexterity saving throw.
$16.
Take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Nemoria, make a death saving throw.
That's just a 20, right?
Yep.
14.
That's a success. That's 2 successes. Scar.
If I'm out of the cave, I'm taking a long, deep breath.
Okay, we'll say you just keep moving that
Catching my
way.
breath. Yeah.
You're not out yet, but you're there. Zormir.
I'm gonna stumble forward a couple steps and then just collapse.
Okay. You fall down against the cave wall. You're panting heavily, but your eyes keep getting drawn back to the entrance where you came from. There's a gap that you could still get through. You still hear a few falling rocks, but the major noise has stopped as of right now. Blaylock, what are you doing?
I'm still jumping and scrambling forward and trying to find an entrance or an exit or out of here.
Okay. You jump forward, and as you leap into the air, a massive rock hits you.
Really?
What?
You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage. Zorian. As it all gets quiet, no more sounds of falling rocks, some dust from time to time. Just silence. Nemoria, make a death saving throw.
As
Natural
far as I know
20.
right now, they're both dead.
Natural 20. Okay.
Yeah.
Your eyes open. and you look around as stones cover you. Scar, what are you going to do?
Still at the entrance.
Okay. All right. Zormir.
So I can like see through that entrance a little bit.
You can see into the cavern that you came from. Yep.
I'm gonna hobble over there and kind of try and climb up and just peek and see if I can see my fallen comrades.
Okay. You climb up on a set of rocks there, and you cough a few times and kind of wave the dust out of your face as the sunlight starts cresting down from above and the dust begins to settle. Roll a perception check.
So that's fitting. 11.
Okay. You see a lot of rocks and things, but it looks like, you could walk on top of them.
So I'm gonna just kind of walk out a little bit and kind of check my footing, make sure everything seems steady.
Okay. If you put your feet down on some rocks, they feel solid.
I'm gonna call out. Do I see Blaylock or Nemoria?
No.
I'm gonna call out for them. Blaylock, Nemoria, you there?
Both of Blaylock and Nemoria make a perception check.
I have disadvantage on ability checks.
Yep.
So if I have advantage, you said perception?
Oh yeah, and Zormir, you would have had it on perception too, but
Yeah,
it wouldn't have changed. So
if I have advantage normally, and this is disadvantage,
so it's a straight roll. Yep.
Yeah, just straight roll. And 15.
Okay.
19.
So both of you just faintly hear a voice, but you can't make out the words really. Scar will say you moved outside of the cave. When you step outside, you see a small hut, some hay, and you kind of plop down, panting heavily. Take some water out or bead of refreshment, pop it in, get your dry, parched throat. You're looking around at this vast expanse and wondering why there's a camp here or anything else.
I'm gonna keep my ears open to hear if anybody's coming behind me. I'm kind of just trying to figure out how far back they actually were.
All right, Zormir, what do you want to do?
Again, very carefully making sure I don't slip. I'm gonna move forward a little bit, calling out, trying to see if I can find them, hoping that they're somewhat surface level and I can try and get to them.
All right, make an investigation check.
26. Wait, but I have a disadvantage. 14.
Okay. You start searching around, and you're moving rocks, and you move up this way, and you find a small torn piece of Blaylock's cape that he always had. You begin throwing rocks wildly around, looking for him, yelling out Blaylock. Blaylock and Nemoria make a perception check.
This is some tear-jerking music.
11.
I spend so
9.
much time on this stuff. You don't hear the commotion. Zormir, do you want to continue looking for them?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm wanting to kind of sorrowfully look at this piece of Blaylock's clothing and get a little discouraged, but want to keep calling out, Blaylock! Nemoria! Make any sound if you can hear me. I'm going to keep searching around.
Okay, roll investigation, and I'll give you a D8 inspiration dice.
Ooh. But it's disadvantage. That's a natural 20. Oh, okay, 31.
Okay. You hear Zormir
What?
coming
Who's
near,
that?
and you rush over and you start throwing rocks, and you see a bloody hand laying on a rock, fur covering the hand, and its finger just moves slightly.
Blaylock, is that you? I'm gonna start frantically throwing rocks out of the way, trying to uncover him.
Okay, you start
Blaylock, stay with me.
throwing rock after rock. Blaylock, light starts piercing through the rock sitting on top of you, and suddenly the dust out of your eyes, you see the sunlight piercing down into your face, and before you a blackened silhouette of someone small, furiously throwing rocks out, and they reach down and they grab a hold of your hand and they pull with all their might, and you muster what little strength you have, and you push yourself up off the rocks and lay there, and standing over top of you is Zormir, looking down at you, tears coming out of his eyes as he stares at you.
I hand him his piece of clothing. I thought I lost you.
I thought I was gone. Done.
Sorry,
Thank you.
I had to keep running. If I tried to save you, I would have died.
If you would have stayed, you would be dead, and we would both be dead. Where is Star and Nemoria?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything of her. Do you have enough strength in you to help me search this rubble? I still hope.
Heart is still beating, so let's keep looking.
Alright, let's split our efforts.
I'll look over here.
See
I'll
where
start
he's-
looking to the right of me.
I'll see where he's going. I'm gonna head off in the other direction and keep calling out for Nemoria.
Okay. Nemoria, roll a perception.
Nat 20.
Okay, you definitely hear them calling your name.
Help,
Nemoria.
Moria!
guys!
Keep
I'm over
talking.
here.
Can I
Come.
find I think it's coming from over
Quickly.
here.
Here.
Can I see it?
Make a perception check to see if you can tell what direction it's coming from. It's a pretty big room, so things tend to echo.
Did I hear it too?
Also
10.
make a perception check. Both of you have disadvantages.
Another natural 20! I pulled 3 natural 20s with disadvantage so far.
This is your luck.
24. Still good.
Okay. You can tell the direction that it's coming from. You rush over, And Blaylock rushes over, and both of you start digging down into the stone. Boulder after boulder. It takes everything you've got. You grab a hold of the stones, and not being strong, it takes everything. You pull it up, and you feel your muscles strain and tighten. It almost feels like they're ripping out of your body as you everything you've got to pull these stones off of Nemoria. You continue pulling them. Nemoria, it begins to slowly get lighter out as the sun pours in on your face, and you're sitting there, stones all over you. It's buried about halfway up, and over top of you, you see a big furry hand come slapping down on the stone sitting on your chest and pulls it off of you. And there you can see above you Blaylock and Zoramir standing over top of you.
Guys, what a sight for sore eyes.
I'm gonna
God, you're still alive.
Cure. I'm gonna cast. No, actually, I can't cast anything. I don't have anything left. I used the last of them. Never mind. Are you okay, Nemoria?
Yes, I will be. Let me cast some healing on us.
Right after we pull Nemoria out, I'm just gonna collapse back on the rocks.
And I'm gonna do the same. Just whatever's behind me. Hopefully, it's a prop. If not, I'm falling on my back.
Okay. All of you fall out in a bout of exhaustion. And
Where is Scar?
He just
Oh.
took off.
Gone.
Ahead of us?
I don't know what's gotten into
Lost
him.
him.
Is he ahead of us, or is he under these rocks?
He, I believe, is way ahead of us. He was running full bore.
Are you sure? I don't want to get out of here and lose somebody else that we could have rescued.
Hang on just a second. I'm trying to mind link with him and talk to him, and he's nowhere near 60 feet of us. I can't feel him.
So you guys just gonna
Oh.
sit there for a bit?
I'm
we
going to
should get going.
I'm going to go ahead and cast Healing Word on all of us. At least give us a few hit points. I'm sorry, not Healing Words. Prayer of Healing.
Do you have a
No.
spell slot left?
I got 2. Hang on a minute here. It's 10 minutes to cast. Do I have time for that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and cast Prayer of Healing on all 3 of us. I'm just going to sit down and start concentrating as much as I can.
Which
gonna
level?
pop
Second
in,
or third?
I'm just going to do second.
Okay.
I'm gonna pop in a bead of nourishment, and just to try and get some energy.
Okay. As Nemoria sits and focuses, you see pulses of light emanate out from her, and you start feeling some of your wounds close, and almost as if a shadow casts over the group, you turn and look, and standing on top of one of the rocks, you see Scar, wind blowing down, his clothes flapping, his cloak flapping in the wind, and he stands tall, looking down over top of you, all lying there.
You're back.
You're alive. Good.
Welcome. Glad you came back.
You remember us?
No, I don't.
Well,
It was worth a try.
But when you didn't come out behind me, I figured I would come back and look and help as any way I possibly could.
good.
Thank
There's some good nature in you somewhere. Good. This was quite the trial.
You
I'm
keep
just gonna
saying
start.
trial.
I'm just gonna start hacking. Just hacking up dirt.
Where's your mask?
What were we supposed to do?
We are in a trial by a clan of gnolls wishing to test our worth.
Sure, putting it to the test.
Trial of the hunt, they said.
I think we were the hunted.
We were.
I'm gonna start moving rocks away, clearing out some space so the entrance is cleared up.
I'm gonna try and get up.
As you stand up, your knees buckle a bit and you stumble and have to kind of catch yourself on scar bits, and you stand up.
Okay, I'm gonna do an inventory. Do I still have Loyal? Is he still packed away?
Oh yeah, as soon as it all started happening, Loyal flew straight to you and kind of tucked up underneath your chest piece, but it damaged pretty severely.
Lots of work to do
And
when we get back.
Your image of Grovile is basically destroyed. It's in quite a bad shape.
Let's go. This is a very disheartening turn of events, but we're alive. Zoramir, give me back my fan.
Do I still have the fan?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Here, this thing is uncontrollable.
You need to practice. Aim it at the enemy. Rocks, raptors,
Thank you.
Scar.
Nimble I am, strong I am not.
Thank you. Let's go. And I'll pull him up.
You
Wait,
pull
did
him
we
up
get-
to his feet.
Yep.
Did we get healing from Nemoria?
Yep.
I missed how much that was.
Nemoria, what's tell him how much it was. It was, I think,
15.
15?
I saw a tent and a campsite outside, just outside the cavern. We can rest
Yeah,
up
that's
there
where we started, Scar.
if you say so.
So y'all heading that way?
Yep. Now that got a little healing in us, I can feel much better.
So wounded, exhausted, and beaten, the party gathers their strength, helping each other out. Scar walking in front a few feet, crossing arms. They help each other walk toward the entrance, through the dark cavern, thinking back on everything they'd been through and how much they relied on each other to survive the trial. They make it out of the dark cave and into where the tent is. As day turns to dusk, as the sun begins to fade, you fall down and plop into the hay and bedding area of the camp, completely exhausted from your journeys.
Who do we got to talk to? Blaylock.
Want to shoot off some more sand?
Maybe we'll have a better result here than inside of the valley.
Your boomstick was way too loud for our current situation. Obviously.
In retrospect, I may have hesitated, or should have hesitated, to fire that off in such an enclosed area. We were exhausted, and I was hoping the trial was over. Clearly not.
I think we've learned a valuable lesson there. Glad we all made it out alive.
I almost cost us all our lives. I am in your debt.
I was seeing
What's done is done.
purple at some point there.
Zoramir,
AFK.
Zoramir, where is your bag? Can I see your bag for a moment?
I'm gonna give him kind of a side eye look.
Just for a moment. Trust me.
What do you want my bag for?
Trust me.
You know what you're gonna do? I have many valuables in my bag.
Call it an enhancement to the bag.
I'm gonna very hesitatingly hand it over to him.
And I'm going to immediately dump all of the contents out.
I'm gonna try and push him to the side. What are you doing? It's my stuff!
I'm going to find that meat, and then I'm just going to pitch it out the doggone door.
As he's trying to do that, I'm just trying to scoop it all back into my
Ever
bag.
shove that crap in my face again, I'm going to bury you.
These are my prized possessions!
Mm,
That
they are
sucks.
not
just,
food.
oh, that stink. Why would you carry something so foul?
You've never heard of fermented meat?
I thought you were the one that stunk. Stormare, it's this infernal meat. Get some salt, preserve it, learn to make jerky.
You know, some would call this a delicacy.
Who?
A
Name
rat.
somebody.
A rat.
A rat.
A rat would skitter away from the sight of that.
Hey, man learns to befriend rats when they're sleuthing around the tunnels.
Well, I need time to rest. I am exhausted, and my metallic companions are in shambles. So much work. So
Are we
exhausted.
resting here for a long
We really
evening?
need to.
I need to.
We should rest, friends.
Should we rest, then shoot the warning flare?
I agree that we should. Because they're probably going to want something else when they get here.
Hopefully they're not too upset over their trial area. We kind of made a mess of it.
A little.
I find a bunk farthest
Yeah,
away from
I'm
the
gonna find
entrance.
I'm gonna find it. And I'm just gonna pass out.
Okay.
I'm too tired to even make it. I'm just gonna sit leaning against the outside of the tent.
You collapse at the outside of the tent, staring out into the stars, contemplating everything. So far, being on this adventure, it's led you down high and low. But the one thing that's always been there is these group of people. And though it's been a long time since Zoramir called anyone a friend, you believe these people to be your friends. So, Scar, you're sleeping?
Yep.
Okay. Blaylock?
Oh, sleeping. I got some exhaustion to sleep off, and I want to make sure I'm fed and I'm sleeping.
Nemoria?
I'm going to grab a bite to eat, and I am headed off to La La Land.
All right. So night falls, and all of you, without much effort, drift into a long, well-deserved rest, dreaming away of softer places, awaiting what comes for you in the morning. Night turns into day. Sunlight starts peeking through the tent as you all begin to wake up from your restful slumber. What do you want to do?
Layla.
How are we supposed to contact these other gnolls?
I'm going to read the sign again, and I'm going to read it aloud to everybody.
Of course you are.
Just see Chris's notes is something like sad epic music, sad epic music. I think I just throw this on the fire.
It tells you to throw the powder into a good hot fire.
I will go ahead and start a fire then.
Okay. So you start the fire and stoke it till it's quite warm. And Blaylock, you reach into the pouch, grab some more of the sand and toss it in. The flames fire up in a greenish purple color, and purple smoke through the air. And now you wait. You want to do anything while you wait?
I am going to continue working on repairing my friend here. I'm looking down at damaged loyal and the damaged turret.
Okay.
So tell me, if we were all on this trial, what were we meant to do?
Survive.
Not die.
Really? The trial was not to die. I could have thought of 100 different things not to do.
It was particular to each one of us. You may have noticed that you are with an egg. That is certainly not a meal. That is your boon from your trial.
Start going through my satchel.
Okay. You find quite a large red egg. Feels warm to the touch.
Not dinner. Unlike what I did with my implement from the trial.
What did you
Sometimes
do?
I'm a little too impulsive. You see, I'll hold up a half of a vial of blue glowing liquid.
And you two. I assume you have some sort of trophies. Why? Okay, I know Nemoria, but Zoramir, I don't know.
I'm gonna clutch the tooth that I had broken off. Yes, I have my prize.
And I have mine also as well.
Christ, cost me an arrow.
And you wait hour, 2 hours. It's about midday. And you hear, Scar, you hear it first.
Somebody approaches.
And you turn
I'm
and
gonna
look.
stand up.
You stand up and look. Around the corner of the canyon comes a two gnolls. Look familiar. Dressed in their normal leather garb, wielding spears. Scar, this is a little you're not sure how to interpret what you're seeing.
I pull out the bow and ready myself.
Blaylock and Zormir and Namori, you see Scar pull his bow out and start pulling the drawstring back. The arrow flashes blue as it ignites into the bowstring.
Buddy, stop, stop,
Whoa,
stop.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Don't shoot.
These gnolls?
Yes.
These are the gnolls who put us to the trial. I don't believe they mean us ill will. This is a tradition, I believe.
So they,
Put the bow back down.
and you see that while you lower the bow, their grip on their spear had tightened, and they kind of slowly relax themselves, eyeing you up and down. So I see you have survived.
Barely.
One way to put it.
Did
That
you
was the
find
intent.
what you seek?
I say nothing.
If this is what I seek, then yes, but I believe we found something greater than these implements, but the ability to survive and rely on each other. If all of us were not there using our strength to its fullest, we would all be dead. If that is the trial, then it is totally different than what I originally calculated. I'll stare at the vial a bit.
Only the strongest complete the trials. Shall we head back to the camp? And they turn
Sure.
and begin walking back the way they come.
I'll gather up my things, start packing it away.
So you follow them back, and you remember the long journey. So well
Very
into
long.
night. In the distance, you see the light glow of fire. As you get closer to the camp, you can smell the smell of cooked meats and hear some voices as you finally arrive back in the camp. As they lead you in, A hum of excitement fills the air as you hear whispers of they've returned, and some of them even almost astonished. All of them returned. And like a low roar, it ripples through the camp as people, the gnolls, start getting excited, and you start see them start showing up in the middle of the camp. And as you arrive there on a large rock in the center of the camp, you see the elder sitting there, eyes closed as you approach. The winds blow favorably as the huntress has allowed you to return. Tell me.
Huntress is a brutal mistress.
She is. But she can only make you stronger. Tell me. And she, still eyes closed, reaches out toward the direction of Blaylock. What gifts did she want you to bring to me?
I'm gonna get down on my knees, and then I'm gonna hold up as an offering almost the vial.
Her eyes slowly open. You see her irises widen. She reaches out and takes the container from you and sets it gently in front of her and begins saying a prayer to herself and nods at you and looks at Zoramir. Did you also bring me a gift from the huntress?
Having some actual newfound respect for these people, I'm going to follow Blaylock and get down on a knee and kind of bow my head and present this tooth.
She reaches out. You feel her cold, bony fingers grace just the top of your hand as she drags it into her palm, leaving her fist just ever so slightly in your hand as she slides it in front of her and sets it beside the vial and begins saying a prayer as her eyes turn to Scar and they narrow, and she looks at you, Scar, and you are not the same, no. The huntress has changed you.
I kneel down. Elder, I am not familiar with your face.
And she...
While I was on this trial, an ailment befell me. I do not know those who I travel with, but I am told that I had fought for this to bring back, and I pull the egg out.
She reaches out and takes it, eyes widening as more as she realizes what she has, and sets it down in front of her and reaches out her hand to you, open palmed.
I'm going to pull out my spherical. I'm going to walk up. I'm going to bow, but I am not going to go down on one knee. I will give a graceful bow.
Okay.
I'm going to hand it.
Okay.
I'm going to hand it to her, but I'm going to tell her that I've seen a great darkness that's in this is very powerful. What is this sphere, may I ask? If you would be so kind to impart your wisdom on me and then let me know what this is that I'm giving to you.
Her eyes linger on Scar for a moment as you place the sphere into her hand, and she brings up her other hand to cup over the top of it, and she drags her gaze from Scar up to you. The soul of an elemental. Very strong. Very dark. And takes it and sets it in front of her. And she looks at all of you. And you see her turn back and pulls a small earthen or larger earthen pot out. And she takes the vial from that Blaylock had given her, and she crushes it open and pours the liquid into this clay pot, followed by the fang, which she places inside the pot, and then takes the egg, cracks it open, and you see an ooze drip out from the egg, followed by a partially developed body of the drake. You hear it spluck into the pot, and finally takes the elemental core and places it inside. And as she does, you hear a sizzle as a smoke begins to rise, almost a gray blue glowing smoke. It rises and swirls around. And everyone make a perception check.
Well,
15.
Am I at disadvantage still?
Yep.
I thought I slept.
You lose 1 rank per long rest.
Oof.
So that that's still an ability check, which is the first one. Okay, that one.
23 for Scar.
All of you except for Blaylock, in the smoke, you see images. Not the same images, though. Each of you sees things that your heart desires the most. Of all things. And as you look in and watch these, you see them slowly fade away with a feeling of loss inside of you. And your eyes dart around looking for more of these types of images, and you just see the elder smile. And she produces a small ladle and begins stirring it into the pot. And the pot seems to be, even though it's not over fire, you hear it bubbling as if it's being heated. And the smell is pungent, and with every turn, the color of the smoke and the illumination changes. You get vibrant reds and blues, and eventually it all fades to a dull gray color. She takes the ladle, scoops out a mixture, and walks up to Blaylock and offers it as a drink. And she stares
I'll
at
take
you.
it with both hands and then drink.
Okay. As you take in the mixture, it smells of rotten eggs with just a hint of lavender. And it almost burns as it goes through your throat, or into your throat, not through your throat. And you just feel it like drinking a really cold drink on a hot day. You feel it going down your throat and almost through your veins as she turns and dips and walks to Nemoria. and offers it.
May I ask what it is, mistress?
Peace.
I shall take it.
You take it. It tastes awful. Through your life, while you've seen battle and you've seen different things, you've had to experience many things. But with this, it's awful. It is the worst thing you've ever tasted as you feel it go through your body. And you do have a peace come over you. Like all anger has left your body. And she turns and scoops it again and offers it to Zoromir. Zoromir, you give it a smell and almost smells good compared to what you usually carry around in your bags. And she offers you to drink.
I'm going to nod and take it and take a swig.
So you pour it back in your mouth, and even you gag a little bit at the flavor, and you smack your lips and tongue together as you try to get rid of whatever taste this is. But it does have a calming sensation as she turns and takes another ladle out and heads to Scar. And she looks at him deeply, grabbing the ladle in one hand and placing a hand out on Scar's face. She offers it to Scar.
Uh-oh.
I had to see if he was still there.
I'm here.
Okay. Drink.
I take it from her.
Take the ladle. And as you take it, she pushes harder on your head. And you see out of the corner of your eye, because her hand is kind of there, her hand starts glowing a blue color. And it feels like icy tendrils have entered your skull, are tearing at every bit of your mind. And it's cold, and your eyes kind of go dark. And you begin remembering some things. You turn and you see Blaylock and Zoromir and Nemoria. They look familiar to you as you hold the ladle in the other hand.
I see we all made it.
Yes. So are you back? Is that really you?
I do. Remember, it's in pieces. It's coming back to me.
Well, it's good to have you back.
Mighty blow there.
Apparently that raptor had quite a punch to it.
Vicious little things. Now, fortunately, they're buried under tons of rock.
Won't be coming after us anytime soon.
Did you drink the mixture?
I did.
Okay. It tastes terrible, but you've had worse. You're a knoll.
Yep.
And she takes it. She takes the rest of the pot, sets it over to the side, and looks at all of you. Without even looking, at Blaylock, you just see a hand kind of wander over and start brushing the fur on his arm while she's talking to everyone. Rest well, all of you.
I'll close my eyes and just.
It just feels soothing.
Yeah. Hmm.
And she turns and walks away.
That was a very weird encounter.
We survived, and we have the trust of the nobles.
Oh, we have some of their trust. I don't recall seeing the leader. Grimscar.
Hmm. Can we look
We are
around and
still
see if we see him?
outsiders.
You do look around, and just to the corner of one of the largest tent there, where he tends to frequent, you just see him standing there, staring at all four of you.
Scar.
Remember, we are just outsiders.
I'm gonna wave to him.
He looks. You see his hand raise. He's got like a chopped off horn of some animal, and he raises the glass to you and kind of nods, takes a drink, and turns and disappears inside of his tent.
Think he wants to have a drink with us?
I seriously doubt it.
That's certainly better than an arrow through the chest.
I glance over at
I
Scar real
believe
quick.
we have made some progress. I blatantly ignore him.
All right.
I see your memories coming back. I was hoping that hole would stay there.
And I did forget this, but Nemoria, when you did wake up the next morning, your beard has grown larger.
Thank you.
'Kay.
I feel good. Appreciate it. Letting that baby grow. So what do we do now?
Question.
It is nighttime. Maybe wait until morning and determine our next course of action. Like, maybe we'll be able to get some information from these gnolls.
Are we still being escorted?
Nope.
Well, guys, I feel really tired. I think I just want to get some sleep, man. That was a lot of work in that tunnel. I think we should just take some time and rest and just head out in the morning.
I would like to continue working, but I don't think I could lift a tool right now after all we've went through.
Good.
I would agree.
I could go sleep over on that weapon rack over there if I had to.
I'm gonna head back to our tent here that they let us stay in the last time.
Okay.
Yes. That's where I'm going.
As well.
As you enter the tent, you notice A lot of the hay that had just been piled up for rudimentary beds that they have has now been replaced with various cloths of different color. They've made an effort to make it homier. In the middle of the room
This
is a metal dish. There's some various fruits, vegetables, and some meat on there. It's gone cold. It's been there for some time, but it's fresh. It's not rancid.
Zoramir, this is what meat's supposed to look like.
I'm gonna look disappointed at the meat.
I'm gonna just eat just a good fill of it, and then
Yes.
find a cot and then pass out.
I'm
Or
gonna
not a
take
cot, but a pile of cloth.
I'm gonna take a handful of the meat and throw it in my bag.
Okay.
Oh. I'm gonna eat some
Remember-
vegetables.
To eat that.
As I throw it in, I'm gonna look over at Blaylock. You refill the supply.
Little one, you sure are full of surprises. I'm gonna take some vegetables and go over to my bed and lay down, get some sleep.
All right. Anyone else doing anything, or everyone resting?
Yeah, I'm beat. I'm gonna
I'm
go
gonna rest as well.
pick a bed.
All right. Is that all of you can't fight the urge for your eyes to close? And you fall into a deep sleep. After just a short bit, Scar, your eyes open wide. And it seems the scenery around you has changed. You stand in the streets of Waterdeep. A light breeze gently caresses your fur as you hear the sounds of the city. It's been a long time since you've been in Waterdeep. People pass by you. Some nod in courtesy as they go about their business. Subtle whispers
That's odd.
Subtle whispers of good day can be heard as you walk past market stalls. Children run by you laughing and playing.
I'm just looking around confused.
As you look around, you notice among the elves and humans and regular denizens of Waterdeep that there are drow and orcs and other creatures commonly from the portal walking about, laughing, doing business with common folk in town. You watch this for a while, and it feels very strange to you. So you, figuring it be some sort of illusion back against one of the walls of a shop, watch it for quite some time. What you notice is it's a world of peace among citizens that are so vastly different, like nothing you've seen before. Your senses awaken, your daydream as something brushes your foot. Looking down,
I look down.
okay.
I look down.
As you look down, a small leather ball wobbles at your feet, and you see a young gnoll running up to gather it. It's got gray, its fur is gray with black spots. And you see a couple small fangs starting to peek out from its snout. He looks up at you. Mister, may I have my ball back?
I pick it up. Boy, how long have you been in the town?
Just my whole life. I live right down there. And he points down a street of a very popular, well-to-do neighborhood in Waterdeep.
And nobody gives your family, your clan, any trouble.
No, Waterdeep's probably the most peaceful town in all the kingdoms.
I hand him back the ball.
He grabs the ball and he turns back to Scar. It's nice, isn't it? Us with them.
There's no issues. No racism.
Did you see it? The mayor is coming. Look there. And he starts pointing to a tall gentleman wearing a large hat, followed by several people. Commotion seems to be gathered around the person as Noel and Drow, even Drow during the day, come out and begin crowding around this person who's unified the city.
I make my way into the crowd to get closer.
And as you try to move your feet, they don't move forward. And the child tugs at you and looks up at you. But you see, we can't have this. As we are there, we surround you. We control you. And our rage keeps you alive. And as you kind of blink and look back at the child, the people have disappeared. Cool winds whip through your fur as your eyes lay upon a form of shadow standing before you.
Show me your face.
We control you. We become you. We are your madness. And as you look at him, it's you. Dark as a shadow, but it's you. Roll initiative.
Mm.
And give me 1 second here.
27.
Okay. 1 second. Okay. All right. You go first.
I will not become you. I will not let you win. I pull out my bow. 29 to hit.
That hits.
For 8 damage.
All right.
My second. 19 to hit.
That hits.
For 10 damage.
All right.
Now, am I doing my ambusher attack or no?
If you want, it's first round.
Okay. I didn't know if this was different. 20, 30.
Hits.
Or 11. And how far is he? Like right up on me, or is he? I can't tell from the map.
35 feet.
Okay, it's gray over there. I just didn't look like.
Yeah, it's recycled map.
Okay.
All right.
I just
done?
couldn't see him. He's like blending into the.
Yeah, yeah. There's only so many null ones that aren't your
yeah.
exact model.
Okay. I will move back 20 feet.
Okay. All right. He comes up on you. We are you. And he bites at you. And hits for 6 points of piercing damage, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
$15.
Okay. He then claws at you. And misses, claws at you again. And misses. Your turn.
$29 to hit.
That would hit.
For 14. Natural 20. Pierced ear, maximum damage. So that is 8 for 15.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. He bites out at you again. He hits. Make a Constitution saving throw.
10.
Okay, so you take 5 points of piercing damage. And 7 points of poison damage. And he attacks you. Claw, he hits. 8 points of slashing damage. And he hits again for 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay. And now I start Blood Rush.
Okay.
So 16 armor class, but I do 3 more damage. $25 for 10.
Okay.
I'm sorry, for 13. And then 18.
That hits.
For 12.
Okay. As you fire the arrow, the shadow dissipates around, and you see it swirling and swirling. And then in your ear, you hear a whisper. You will never have peace. And with that, it and the dream fades to darkness. Blaylock. One second, Blaylock. Blaylock, you wake up. Cool morning. Walk out of a small hut. The sun pierces your eyes as you stare at the town of Demise Well. The smells of meat waft into your nostrils as the sounds of the village fill your ears. You close your eyes and feel the wind blow onto your face as you hear footsteps behind you. Blaylock, sweetie. You need to cover before you catch an illness.
Mother.
Your mother places a blanket over your shoulders as she rests a hand on your shoulder. You feel the warmth of her hand fill your shoulder. Your father is off at council. He should be home soon. Have you finished your studies?
I'm going to head off to the ruins again. Much to study. I'll be back late again.
Please, don't go. Stay and just be with me today.
But I must. There's so much.
And before you can speak, she holds her finger up to your mouth and places a hand on your face. Please.
Very well.
You sit and take in the warm sun as kids run and play and business goes by. You feel at peace. After a few hours, your father, Rourke, appears. Look of worry and concern on his face. Son, you should go. I must speak with your mother. He turns to your mother and Lanfear. The council has spoken. You are to be banished from the clan.
What?
And looks at you. You also, son. Tears
Why?
fill Lanfear's eyes as she stares at you, Blaylock. Your study into the arcane is an abomination. And as he tries to finish his sentence, pain filling his eyes, two large minotaur, out of nowhere it seems, grab Lanfear and begin dragging her out of the camp.
I'll charge.
You charge forward, and they, being twice your size, just brush you aside. Rourke comes up and restrains you and holds tightly.
Why, Father? Why are you letting them do this?
He says nothing as your mother's dragged away. Would you like to try to break free?
Of course.
All right, make a strength check.
$19.
You tear from Rourke's arms as he reaches for you once again,
I'll swat it away.
and you begin charging forward, chasing after these people, dragging your mother out of the camp.
I'm gonna chase after him, and I'm gonna try and are they holding him by each in an arm?
Yes.
So I'm gonna try and hit one of them and just try and shove him to try and break her free.
And as you try and run, it's like running in mud. Your legs, they just won't move forward like they should. As you try, as they begin crossing a bridge over a chasm.
No, not again. No.
And they get to the other side. And they look at you as they cut the rope on the bridge. It's not a long jump. You think you can make it.
A sprint.
You sprint. Do you try to jump to the other side?
I do.
All right. Let's roll an acrobatics check.
Uh, 20, not natural.
Okay. You run as fast as you can, leaping forward with all your might. You feel your hooves plant on the other side as you continue to chase after your mother. You come upon them in a clearing. Your mother bound, set on her knees. Tears fill her eyes as she sees you approach. One of the minotaurs has a knife to her throat as he beckons you closer. You
I'll
walk
step closer.
forward. As you walk forward, darkness fills your eyes. You fall to your knees,
Oh,
and as it begins to take you, you see your mother moving her hand and muttering a phrase. Before you fade into that darkness, you hear her say, "Rest well, my sweet child."
no, mother.
And you fade into sleep. Nemoria. One second, Nemoria. You blink your eyes a few times, Nemoria. As the fighting rages, you stare deep into a battlefield. You see bodies thrown around as men and orc lock into endless battles of combat. Horns of war blast in the distance as another battalion of orcs crests the far hill. Forward! You hear them scream as almost an endless supply comes over. From behind you, you hear a shout. "We've lost so many, but we must press forward!" Nemoria, take a man forward into battle. You grab your mace and you see 3 warriors preparing arms to charge into battle. As you look them over, the first warrior is a bit larger. It's a Goliath, and he's wielding a double-bladed axe. Bald head glistening in the sunlight with orc blood smeared over his face. He looks to you with a slight nod. Your eyes turn to the second one, a standard human conscript by any definition. Helmet worn and slightly bent and torn, sits loosely on his head. Clothing torn as he wields a long sword. Weakly salutes you as he prepares to charge in. And the third one is just a halfling, standing proud, shield in hand, short sword in the other. She looks weary from battle, but there's a fire in her eyes of battle readiness. She looks to you, smiles, and belts out a battle cry. The commander shouts, "Go on, Nemoria! Get with one and get in there!" As he plunges his sword into an orc's chest, you hear it, and he pulls it out, blade covered in blood, and moves forward to the next one. Which warrior do you choose?
I will choose the biggest one right in front of me.
The Goliath?
Yes.
All right.
I am mad.
You rage into battle with the large Goliath as he cuts down swaths of orcs in his path. Body parts fly through the air and disemboweled as you fight beside him, smashing your mace into each orc as it comes. He ignores his pain as orcs plant daggers and blades into his flesh. You see them get stabbed and sliced. You lose 2 spell slots of each tier and 20 hit points. As you fight in battle and orcs catch you also in combat. And you use your spells to keep control of the battlefield best you could. As you slay orc after orc, you hear a rushing sound as a boulder smashes down just a few feet from you. Turning in the direction it came from, you hear a massive roar. look up to see an extremely large ogre charging toward you. Roll initiative.
$15.
Okay, 1 second. All right. No, okay. I should get there myself. All right. The ogre charges forward. You see your warrior standing in front of you as you stand valiantly behind him. And he takes a swing. And he hits the warrior.
So the warrior's with me then,
Yep.
right next to me or in front of me.
Yep. For 20 points of damage. As the club smashes down into the Goliath. And he raises the club up again. Hits again. As his backswing with the club comes up and decapitates the warrior, his head rolls off into the field,
Shit.
falling. He turns toward you and begins walking that way. Your turn.
So I don't have anybody in front of me. It's
Nope.
just him walking away from me.
Yep, walking toward you. Yep.
So I let out a screaming rage. I'm like so mad. I'm beside myself. I've never been this way before, but seeing everybody falling, I just go out. I'm blinded. I just got this darkness stared. I can't see what's going on around me. I just lift up my hands. I'm going to cast a fireball right at him.
Okay. My dexterity saving throw.
16.
Okay. Natural 20. You will also need to make a dexterity saving throw. Because you're within range.
9.
Okay. Roll your damage up.
$36.
All right. So I take half that. So 18. You would take all of that. As he moves forward. He misses. And he misses. Your turn.
I'm going to turn around and I'm going to retreat. I'm going to retreat my 30 feet.
Okay.
Still in blinding rage. I'm going to do shoot Scorching Ray at him.
Okay. First he gets an opportunity attack because you moved out of his melee range. He misses. Okay. Scorching Ray.
Yep.
Okay, roll for each bolt.
So that would be. So it's 2d6 plus 8.
You got to roll.
So-
You got to roll 3 d20s for one for each bolt to see if they hit him first before you roll any.
Oh, I
damage.
apologize. Okay. $17.
That hits.
$4.
That misses.
Obviously misses. 15.
That hits. So roll your 2d8 twice.
2d6 plus 8.
Or, yeah, 2d6 plus 8.
13.
Okay.
And 18.
Okay. Runs forward. He hits. For 13 points of damage. And he swings again. And he hits. For 14 points of damage.
Hmm.
Your turn.
All right, so I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and retreat. No, I can't do that either. Mhm. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna dash backwards behind me, retreat 60 feet.
I
And
don't
I'm
have
going-
any more map to work with behind you, but where do you want to go?
Holy crap!
Oh,
Do I have a map? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, there we are. I didn't know it had a map up. I apologize.
Here, we'll do this. There.
Yeah, put him away from me. There we go. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna back up 60 feet
1 second.
and
All right.
I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself.
As a bonus action.
Yep. Yeah, because dashing back's an action, right? So that would be a bonus action.
He does
for
get
you.
an attack of opportunity.
He misses.
He does miss.
Good. All right, I'm gonna cast my Healing Word on me.
Okay.
9.
All right. You see him kind of prop the club up on him, reaches back, grabs a javelin, throws it, misses, grabs another one, misses. Your
I'm gonna
turn.
cast I'm gonna do a cantrip, Toll of the Dead.
Okay.
You got a wisdom check of 16.
He fails.
10 points of damage.
Okay. Right. He moves up. Throws another javelin. He hits. For 13 points of damage. Throws again. He misses. Your turn.
I'm going to cast Toll of the Dead on him. Wisdom's check for 16.
Okay. 19.
All right. So then, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my last one. Seven points.
All right. He runs up to you.
Oh, hang on, not here. Dang it. I accidentally hit damage and it killed me, so I'm trying to get this back.
Okay, he misses his first swing while you fix that. Hits with his second. For 7 points of damage.
Okay.
You're up.
All right, I'm going to dash around him, go back behind him the other way, 60
Okay.
feet.
Okay, he gets an attack of opportunity. Natural 20. Get that
I
deck
am
out.
down.
Oh, okay. All right. So, as the sounds of battle fade, you feel, or you see the ogre ready his club as you take off running, and you feel the force of it slam into you as your eyes fade to darkness.
And raging attack double damage, and you may make an attack of opportunity against the attacker.
That would have been bad.
Thanks for your help.
Hey, man.
Zoramir.
All right.
One second. Blackness surrounds you as you feel yourself floating through endless space. Adrift in an endless sea, but somewhere familiar. Your mind fills with thoughts of home, thoughts of Drakenwald. You wonder, is this the final end? Have you died? No, you've died before. You know that feeling. This is different. It seems like the days you gently fall through this ethereal blackness. No sounds, no colors. You think of the Charwin forests, your family, your new family, the depths of the Varsith lair, the loss of a friend, and your brother. With a sudden rush of light, you feel yourself pulled rapidly, slamming into a soft ground. You see dead trees. Hear a raven call in the distance. The light seems blinding after all the time in the darkness. You stand up and peer around to your surroundings. All manner of life has left this place a long time ago. Wherever you are, This place is the embodiment of death and decay. You smell it. You smelled it before. The smell of rot wafts past your nose. Something shambles in the distance. You can hear the heavily laden footsteps followed by broken branches. Brother. A strained voice can be heard from behind you. You turn around and come face to face with your brother. His flesh drips from his face as he stares at you with one milky white eye.
Alberon? Where are we? What's happened to you?
More shambling can be heard in the distance. The pace quickens. Before you can react, you're surrounded by all manner of horrific creatures. Hands reach out and cover you, grasping at every manner of your being. You feel the bony, broken nails of undead creatures scratch you, grab at you, as you hear faintly, "Brother!"
Alberon, help me! Help me! Don't let them take me!
You cover your head as the creatures continue to dig at you, tearing bits of flesh from you, pulling out your hair. But as suddenly as they came, silence once again takes you. You stand from your coward position on the ground to see your brother standing a few feet from you, but not in the guise of melting flesh, as you remember him. He whispers, "Save me from this rotting place."
What is it that I need? Do you know? I'm trying to help you.
He flashed a bright flash, and he appears half the distance closer to you. "Save me from this rotting place!"
Where are you? Give me anything that I can use to help. I'm searching. Trust me, brother.
Another bright flash, and his melting undead face screams into your face, "Save me!" All fades to black. Silence again. Floating into nothingness, save a solitary whisper. "Dead spokes." You all awaken the next morning. All in a cold sweat. Nemoria, as you find yourself awake, you feel exhausted from your encounter in the dream and can't bring yourself to cast any spells today. As you feel your chest, it doesn't feel whole. And as you look down, you have a scar imprinted on your chest, like something hit you. Everyone wakes up, looking at each other, wondering at the looks of bewilderment between all of you, wondering if everyone else had a peculiar dream. Or was it a dream? Or nightmare? And we'll pick up with that next week when we get into
Good stopping point.
what happened there. Thank you all for attending and watching. If you're watching on YouTube, come back next week. We're live at 7 o'clock on Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope everyone stays safe, and we will see you next week.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Woo! Like, follow, and subscribe, right? That's what we're supposed to say.
Smash that like button. Click the bell.